Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day on this 4th October 2024. We are doing another movie review for the spooky month of October, and that movie is Dayshift. Now, I know what you're saying, Inky. Dayshift isn't really a scary movie. Now, here's the planning behind it. I'm gonna do a little bit of a side note because I need to do a side note. There's gonna be a couple of funny movies. Like tonight, we're gonna be watching Shaun of the Dead. The reason why is because Netflix doesn't have a lot of choice. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, you could choose another thing. You could choose Hulu, Amazon Prime. You can choose YouTube. They have free movie. You can go on a website that gives you free movies. But the reality is, I want to go on Netflix. Why? Because people are gonna go on Netflix. So the movie that I'm watching, you have access to it. And because you have access to it, it's better. Why would I recap a movie that you're never gonna see? So, the Day Shift. The Day Shift was really good the first time I watched it. The second time, a bit less. It's still a great movie. The Day Shift has a couple of problems that have a couple of really, really cool moments. So, let's take out the couple of problems first, and then we'll go into positive. Negative, then positive. So, the negative of Day Shift is it's something we saw so many times. It's a father who's losing his family. I'm like, okay, well, I know that you're losing your family, and that's sad, but so that's so many times. Which is, I would have loved that in the beginning of the movie they're together, and then because he's lying about killing vampires, they separate. We have this, the biggest problem with Day Shift, and this is the biggest problem with Day Shift. It's his highest praise. It's the biggest flaw. Is his biggest pros, or biggest. I always forget that word in English. Quality. It's the biggest quality. So the movie is a funny take on vampire hunting. The problem with that is at times it's very funny, at times it's a movie, and there's a really cool balance. There's a really cool balance. The balance between the funny and the good is good. However, you do feel the comedy takes a lot of place, and you think the demon hunting takes not a lot of place. So you end up with a movie that's not that funny, and you end up with about a movie about killing a vampire where you don't really kill vampire. I think they hunt I want to say they hunt 4 vampires before they go to the final boss. It's a movie about killing vampires, right? There's some really not the good. Jamie Foxx does a wonderful job. There's a really, really, really cool place, and him being a father, he acts like a father. The way he's treating his daughter is really cool. Relationship is really struggling, and you can tell that he really cares. He really portrayed the father who is about to lose his family really well. That's a positive. That's a positive. I'm gonna have to give them MVP. Listen, I love Jamie Foxx. I love the actor Jamie Foxx. I think he's a funny dude. I saw him in an interview with Snoop Dogg, and possibly one of the best moments I've saw in my life. One of the best podcasts I saw in my life. I'm gonna have to give the MVP to Dave Franco for a very, very simple reason. Dave Franco played the classic white guy who is so nerdy. So, you see, the thing with Lebrowski, which is the character of Jimmy Fox, is he's a guy that's trying to fix himself, the guy that's trying to pay for the mistakes, but he's constantly complaining about having to change, but he wants to change. During the movie, Lebrowski doesn't really change, right? And during the movie, the character of Dave Franco really changed. Now, they made him a vampire, which is a bit, I don't know if it's cringe, but it's like, okay, well, he spent his whole life killing vampire, but he is a vampire, which is very similar to Blade. And Blade be my reference. The first movie I saw with Wesley Snipes, with Norman Reedus, because yes, he played in the third one, with fucking Ryan Reynolds played in the third one, yeah. And you know what's crazy? I should do Blade also. Blade for Halloween. Would Blade work for Halloween? I think Blade would work for Halloween. So I guess we chose what we were gonna watch tonight. And that's Blade. Look at that beautiful, beautiful sunrise. How nice is this? It is 7:14 a.m. So yeah, so the movie in itself constantly finds itself struggling between the comedy aspect and the vampire aspect. However, the movie in itself is really funny. There's a lot of nice moments, badass moments. You can see that Jamie Foxx is experienced. It doesn't follow the books, which we don't want to follow the books. We get to see Snoop Dogg, talking about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg played this badass, right? And the nice thing about the character of Snoop Dogg is he's this very confident person. He's this big role model. It is a person that has a lot of importance. So there's a union of vampire hunter, and he has this huge influence. And sometimes it helps out Jamie Foxx a lot. The problem with that is Snoop Dogg is such a badass character, and you spend so much time and so much effort building this character. But when it's come the time to when it comes the time to actually put him in this movie, he's not there. He's there a couple of times and that's it. Apart from that, the movie is actually really good. There's some really nice fighting scene. We're seeing Kevin from Shameless, which is always cool. And there's a really cool moment. I did like the movie. The first time I watched a movie, I didn't know what to expect. Now I knew what to expect. And it didn't make the movie any less good. But I feel like the movie could have been much better. And my issue, I'm going to repeat myself, but my issue with Day Shift, that's it's actually a really good show. It's a really good movie. And it's enjoyable. My problem with Day Shift is somebody asked me, hey, can you recommend me a horror movie? I'm not gonna choose Day Shift. And if somebody asks me, can you recommend me a Day Shift? I'm not a comedy. I'm not gonna recommend Day Shift. So it's a movie that falls under the pretense of okay, well, it's sort of a good comedy, sort of a good error movie, but very basic. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.